Despite Republican outrage, most parents okay with school curriculum. Florida has seen math books banned for being woke, the infamous Don't Say Gay law, and other books banned from schools for simply mentioning same-sex parents. Despite the political attacks, a national poll conducted by NPR and Ipsos shows that most parents feel school curriculum are just fine how they are now. Even Republican parents approve of what their students are being taught, with only 1 in 4, so 26%, stating their child's school is not teaching about sexuality and gender identity in a way that is consistent with their values.
Parents, I don't think they quite understand that they're in a hailstorm now of, once again, ignorance is the theme of the show for the day, apparently, right? You have 26% of Republicans, that's 26% of half of the country that's now the loudest screaming, kicking, and getting their way in all of these legislatures. It's just, it's just like disgusting.
It's the minority having an outsized voice.
Yep.
Because most parents are just fine with it. Most parents are just thrilled they're not homeschooling their kids this year.
Amen.
Literally.
Ain't that the truth?
Literally. I think that it's interesting. I did some research about the math textbooks that they were getting rid of, and it wasn't even, everyone at this point, we've all said the Don't Say Gay a million times. It's not even that anymore. It's literally like they were marking things for talking about feelings. They were marking things for talking about respecting each other. These are the things now that are being identified as problematic material according to them.
I mean, I think it's very similar. Things repeat themselves. So when we're talking about the conversations of the genders and bathrooms and stuff like that. But how often is that really a conversation? Does it happen? When I went to school, I had one trans person in my school, and they went to the female bathroom, and it was not a it just wasn't a thing, right? But they make it seem like by the hundreds, this is a thing, and like teachers are corrupt. But when does this really happen? What do we really this is not a thing. But they're choosing to take these little things and they're trying to make it bigger, and they're trying to create this narrative and this storyline about how people are being manipulative. And once again, none of this is reality.
I mean, it's basically pandering to their base.
Of course.
That's the only reason why they're doing this stuff. Because really behind the scenes, from some people that I know, they don't give a damn about this stuff.
Nope.
But it's people, there's this religious right group that feeds off of this stuff. It's like, yeah, we're fighting the fight against these people because they want to try and change us and change people. Like, girl, ain't nobody trying to change you.
No, stay over there.
We're trying to protect people that are different from you so they don't end up alcoholics, drug-induced people who can't deal with society because everybody and their mama trying to hurt them. And that's what they don't get.
No. I mean, if you think about it, the same group that's doing the most repressing, it's also the same group that represents the larger outsized version of the opioid crisis, right? It's the exact same repressed group of people that are trying to repress others. Like, go look at their family members, and that has the tendrils. It's everywhere.
And what's interesting is these are the same folks that don't want government dictating their lives. They don't want big government, but yet they're now trying to pass laws where government is actually controlling us. And government is making these decisions and saying teaching things in school is not right. But on the other side, they've been preaching forever, stay out of my business, stay out of my personal business.
Well, yeah, they're saying they don't want government in their lives, but they're okay with the government in
your
life.
Yeah.
And there's a meme out about vasectomies in men. Like, how well would you take that if we turned it around on you and said, instead of blaming the woman for getting pregnant, we blame the guy and everyone has to get a vasectomy, which is reversible.
Exactly.
Then it's gonna be a whole different story, not my backyard.
Now, I don't want vasectomies because I need to know these straight men are cheating on these women. That's the evidence. That is the evidence. That is the evidence. If somebody comes up knocked up from that person, bitch, y'all was fuck.
I mean, we've already lost Maury,
mean,
so I mean.
No, I was gonna say when Maury that would be at his retirement that day. Nationwide vasectomies.
That only works when they cheat on their women with another woman. So
Well, I mean,
we not gonna talk
that's
about
a whole
that.
nother story for a whole nother.
I mean, I thought this was the drag takeover. So
We can talk about those babies if you want to, but I don't know.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth